Okay, I guess we're recording. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, man. I wasn't a follower of him or a fan of him. Um, but I watched a lot of his videos, because he's really known, because a lot of his clips, honestly. I didn't watch a lot of his video, full videos where from beginning to end. Maybe a couple, but most of what I seen was just clips. So, because that's just what it is. But I'm just channeling right now. You know what I'm saying? The man, he spoke the truth. He spoke what he believed. Free speech. That's what he was being authentic. That's what a lot of people are not. And a lot of people are attacking people who are authentic because they don't agree with their truth. They don't believe with their authenticity. Nah, I got no issue with you being liberal or Democrat, but you can only lean to a side when you have done your inner work. 10 years ago, I was 17 years old and Trump was running for president, 2016, that was the time. But 10 years ago, that's when I first got into politics, it kind of got forced on me because, Trump was becoming president and it was a big thing, and I was just turning 18, and I was like, okay, I guess everybody's a politician, you know. I guess 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds are politicians now. That was my thinking back then, I was confused because I'm Mexican, bro. I was in Mexico. I grew up in Mexico till about 10 years old. And politicians back then, they're corrupted. They're obviously corrupted, blatantly corrupted. And when we came to the U.S., I was like, oh, it's a little better. They're not as blatantly. I know there's a little corruption. I can already see it, but it's not, in public. We're not assassinating people for their beliefs, and for the words that they speak. And I see a lot of people saying, the argument that he's hurtful, the things he says, he's provoking, violence. That's the argument, he's provoking violence on me and on my people. So why should I feel bad that he, died? But it's so like children think like this, it's so not even children. Children say things like this. They question things like this because they know it's so stupid. It's like eye for an eye type shit, like that's not how things get resolved. That's not love, my boy. Like, love is the answer, my boy. How many times I gotta say this? Like, I know it's corny, I know it doesn't make sense because you can't comprehend, but love, deep down, if you think from your heart, stop thinking with your head, just feel with your heart. Love is the answer. So how is celebrating a man's death a good man? If it was a bad man, okay, fuck it, shitty people die all the time. Nobody cares. When it's a man who's doing good for humanity, bro, people don't see it that way, I guess. People thought he was doing bad, and then that's why I believe both sides, they're not even, they're wrong. It's two wings of the same bird. But anyway, bro, I don't even. People are celebrating and shit. It's insane, and it's all the woman thinking they're man, and all the men thinking they're woman. All the LGBTQ gay shit that they're teaching in schools. Okay, they're teaching this shit in school, and you know, everything else. Their education in the U.S. ranks the worst. Like it's mind blowing, bro. And everybody wants to come here. Why? Because there's money to be made. Okay, that's good. There's a lot of money to be made, but life quality is not good, man. I'm telling you. I lived in Mexico for 10 years, bro. As a kid, I saw people be poor, make no money at all. I see the difference. I know there's a lot of money. This is the richest country in the whole fucking planet, probably, bro. Mexico is not as rich as this, but there's still ways to make a lot of money. It's first of all, it's huge. There's so much land. Um, the weather is amazing. You can agriculture is the future, man. It's crazy, man. It's simple. It's really simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. But Mexico they got issues too. The whole world has issue because it's an energetic issue at the end of the day. This is just we're just living the this is we're living the fruits of what we sown. We're living the manifestation of what we have written. But I'm just channeling, bro. When I saw he died, I was like, I wasn't even surprised. I wasn't excited at all, obviously, because the first thought, it was like Charlie Kirk is that one guy who he be saying the truth. Like he be saying the truth to people at schools and rallies, and a lot of them. It's like it's some students, bro. It's like college students. That's what I like about him. It's like college students, and he's just telling them the truth. They need to hear that, and they get triggered. And it's I love people. That's my favorite kind of influencer, honestly. That's kind of what inspired me to do what I do. But I was like, damn, like free speech is really, it's under attack. Like, I don't know, like, when they try to kill Trump, or even if it was staged, it's like they do shit like that to see how people react, right? And the thing about that is they forgot about that shit so fast. Like within 6 months, they was already forgotten about it. Like I didn't see anything about the Trump assassination attempt. But when I saw this, I was like, oh shit! It's just the next step. They're upping up the ante. They're like, okay, well we saw how people reacted. They forgot about it. They moved on. Let's actually kill someone that is doing something good. It's a threat. People who do good for humanity are a threat to these people. So they saw someone that was doing good. They were like, let's end them right here in public and put it on social media. Just taking it up once, taking it up a notch. So now they're seeing, okay, let's see how people react. They're probably gonna try to forget about it within 6 months, or who knows, but yeah, man, they always take the good people. Good people always die young for speaking the truth. for helping humanity. Because when they help humanity, they they hurt. When they help humanity, you know, you hurt in their pockets, so they just end you. And that's just power. When it's politics, when it's people just for speaking, that's just tyranny. That's what they call tyranny. In the U.S., that's why, bro. Going back to Mexico don't even sound bad now. You know, it's been almost 20 years, bro. Like, I gotta go back to my roots. It's like it's calling me, you know. The spirit's talking to me, telling me, "Yo, you might have to go back to where you're from." But I want to get to know the U.S. You know, I want to go around the U.S. on bike, get to know. And I'll bring you with me. I'll get a good camera. I'll make some good videos. Yeah, man. Don't forget, man. Love is the answer, and always has been, always will be. And love has already won. We already won the war. You know, this is just it's lagging. You know, like in a video game, when you was lagging, you got shitty internet. You back, but it's catching up slowly, and really it's like downloading a new update. You know what I'm saying? It's just taking days, taking I don't know months. Who knows? Yeah, man. Love is the answer, man. Peace.